So I'm here in Main Range National Park, which is located in southeastern Queensland, about 150 odd k's southwest of Brisbane. And I'm doing the Mount Cordeaux trail, because I'm going to hike up to the top for sunset. And it's not a bad trail so far. It's about 3 kilometers to the top, but it is a pretty high elevation gain. So yeah, and it is pretty muddy and a little bit slippery, which will make it a bit of a challenge coming down in the dark. But I'll just go slow and steady and it'll all be right. And it is looking like it'll be a nice sunset. We have some really nice clouds in the sky, but I'm not sure where the sun's going to be setting on the location where I'm going. I just kind of Googled it and saw it looks like a good viewpoint, so I decided to go for a hike. So I thought this place was kind of off the beaten track a bit, and not many people came to this national park, but it turns out it's very popular. I've been passing heaps of people hiking down as I've been hiking up here, and the car park was pretty full with about like 30 cars in it. But I'm hoping that I'll have the place to myself at sunset, because it is kind of a far hike, so I don't think many people want to hike it down in the dark or stay up there for sunset. So yeah, hopefully I'll have the place to myself. So I made it to the top here. It wasn't too bad of a hike. It took me about an hour and a half, and just spectacular views up here. Pretty nice. But what I'm going to be shooting is this mountain over here is going to be my main subject, and then the other mountains on the left as well. And I am getting some light right now on that mountain, so I'm going to kind of hurry and take some images just in case I want to do a time blend later, because I don't think that mountain will get any light as the sun goes down, just because all these mountains behind me will probably block it. And yeah, we do have some nice clouds with potential to get a nice sunset tonight. So I'm just set up my camera, and I'm kind of fine-tuning a composition here. Then I'm going to already start taking some images. Again, if I want a time blend, I'll have the opportunity because I'll have the images from now. And yeah, just wait until sunset. Alright, so I've ended up putting on a circular polarizer just to kind of help darken the sky a little bit and balance the image a bit more, and a 3-stop grad filter just to darken the sky a little bit. And I'm pretty happy with this composition. I'll show you. Alright, so I kind of have these rocks in the foreground here and this puddle on the right. And then we have these little trees there that kind of lead back to the peak of the mountain and the other mountains to the left. And then what I'm doing is I am focus stacking. So I'll focus as close as I can to the camera, take an image, and then I'm watching my histogram when I do this as well to make sure my shadows aren't blown out. Oop. There we go. Yeah, to make sure my shadows maintain detail, I'll be watching the histogram. And then I'll focus on the mountain tip. Yeah, I'm focus stacking just because the rocks are so close to the lens. I want to make sure I get a sharp image throughout. So I'm not sure if I have to because they are close, but they're not that close. But I'm still doing it just in case, again, so I have the images. So if later they don't look sharp, then I'll still have the images to blend together to make sure it's sharp throughout. Because it's better to take the images and not need them than need them and not have them. Yeah, so pretty straightforward image, not having to do any bracketing or anything, because I am able to get it all in one exposure. And the light's already gone from the scene, the sunlight's not on the mountain anymore. And I kind of missed my opportunity to do a time blend if I wanted, because I was kind of fiddling around with my composition, getting it kind of exactly how I wanted it. And unfortunately the light already disappeared by the time I fine-tuned my composition. But that's alright, I think it'll still be a really nice blue hour shot because we should get a real nice sunset because some of the clouds are already starting to get color in them on the horizon. And yeah, now just wait until sunset and see what happens. We got about 20 minutes and the sun will go down. And it's starting to get a little chilly up here, so I had to put my jacket on. And then I also took a while to fine-tune my composition because I don't know if you can see the road down there. I was really trying to eliminate that from my scene because I didn't want the road in there because I don't like when there's like human impact in the landscape images really. But sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, so there's a little sliver of the road in my image, and I'll leave it in there. I won't Photoshop it out or anything because that's how it is, but I will sometimes try and crop it so it'll be out of the image. But I was unsuccessful this time. So we're starting to get some nice light now. So 6-second exposure, focusing as close to the camera as possible. F11, ISO 100, and I'm shooting at 11mm. Using a 2-second timer, of course. Alright, now I'm going to focus on the mountain peak. And again, 6 seconds, F11, ISO 100. Easy as that. So places like this are sometimes the best to find. I just found them randomly on Google and saw some pictures of this lookout and decided to come and photograph it. So it turned out for the best. I think I got a pretty decent image that I'm happy with. It would have been better if there was sunlight in the scene, but I think the nice blue hour shot I got is pretty decent. So that's all for today's video. Had a nice hike up here through the rainforest and treated with spectacular views at the summit here. So yeah, but this place would be a little bit better for sunrise just because the sun would rise in the east and illuminate all these mountains as you'd get the color in the sky. So I might hike up here in the morning. It depends on if I find a spot to stay tonight close to here. There is a rest area a few Ks down the road, and I think I might be able to sleep in my car there. So I might do that, then maybe come back in the morning for sunrise, but I'm not too sure yet because I would have to get up pretty early and it is getting pretty cold here at night. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.